funny. Alright, that looks different. Perhaps. Give me a sec. Let me find the plan real quick. Yeah, I did those. I did that. Okay, I did not do this. Forearm. Okay. 45, 20, 25, 20. What? Let's try it. Good overhand grip. Tight. Spin. Okay, got it. Timer right here. So usually I've done warm-up set like 2 or 3 times. This time I'm going to try, let's reduce the amount of warm-up sets and jump right in. So today I want to try only 2 times of warm-up sets and then go straight to my working sets. So I'm gonna do one with the band to see how it feels with the correct technique, and then going to do, let's say, 20 pounds of pull-up for 1 or 2 reps, see how that feels. Afterwards, rest for like 4 or 5 minutes, jump straight to my 45 pounds. Gonna see how it goes. Maybe there's a way I can connect this to the Bluetooth mic, but gonna see how it goes next time. Actually, why don't I try it today? Since I have time, don't I? Okay. Turn off Bluetooth on this one. By any chance, does this connect to this? Not sure if the foam has this feature. Yeah, it's just trying to find which one to connect. If I select here, select this. You know what? Turn that off. Hello, hello. Can you hear me now? Can you hear my mic now? Or do I need to like restart the whole? Okay, thank you, thank you. Yo, I turn on like the Bluetooth mic and I thought it's gonna work, but maybe it's only gonna work for the computer, not the phone. But I done all my warm-up set. Thank you. I done all my warm-up sets and gonna jump straight in after 1 minute of rest and see how it goes. I was talking about how like I'm drinking this Gatorade that's 6 months past the expire date. Not really expire date, just the best by date. So still drinkable. and I didn't have a good lunch, so gonna see how today turns out. Last workout at a Thursday, I felt pretty light and like, so yeah. Alright, I lost the track on the timer, but let's just believe that it is 3-minute, 4-minute rest already. Or should I actually let's do math? Yeah, okay, let's go. £45. What am I doing? 3 reps? Yep. 3 reps, 5 sets. No chalk on the first set. See how it feels. Tight grip. Lock my weight. Straight leg. Maybe. Alright, 4 more. Yeah, I have a habit of pausing at the top, even though it's a good thing. But because right now I'm on my strength cycle, basically like I'm just trying to live as high as heavy as I can. And if I pause at the top, you know, it perhaps might not allow me to do 1 extra rep, but so far I feel pretty good. Yeah, let's get some chalk for the next one. 3-minute, 4-minute rest, and we're gonna see how it goes. Where's my black one? Oh, found it. Resistance bands. What is this? It's just big. Yeah, I got 4 more sets. 2-minute rest. It's just you and me looking at the screen. Okay. All right. Hey yo, what the heck, Kyle? Oh. Asking tomorrow. We can get everything done on before 4:30. Wait, Brian, are you watching the stream? Nah, I'm just gonna text you. Okay. 1 minute rest. Can we fit a oh. Alright. Going back. Do-do-do. Alright. Drive the elbow down. Look at the bar. Yep. Alright. 3 more. 3 more. 3 more. Yeah. Okay. No, 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 no. Alright. I did 2 already. Need to hit 3 more. So. Yo, what do we think about like Friday of next week, which is May 30th? What if we do a Raiders competition? We can host it at our own school, and yeah, I'm just asking around to see like if people are actually free on that day, because after AP exam, everybody just full on having every like work shift on every single day. So that's why I was thinking like we could do it like this week, but obviously the time doesn't allow us. We don't have enough time to let people know how they're gonna work around their work schedule. So next week sounds about right, and next Friday, that's the time that most people should be free, but I need to ask around. Yeah. Right now the plans are rope bridge, medevac, sandbag relay, tug of war, and we could squish in a PTT, and we can get everything done before 4:30. And if we really want, we can do something else, but like 4:30 is really like pushing it. And now we can get everything done before 4. It just felt like I want to assume there are things that can happen. Kingsley Zhang, oh my goodness, thanks for coming, thanks for visiting, thanks guys. Our 2-minute rest. Yo, what do we think about doing like 5K on the competition, like run around the school for like 4 or 5 laps, non-stop, just running? Yeah, sounds like a lot. Oh wait, what is this? Yes. Yeah, we could. But if you really want to make like the competition happen, guess what? Like the freshman team, the C team, you guys gotta figure out who's gonna be the captain, who's gonna be the 12 people, and how is it gonna actually run out. And yeah, so this week, starting Monday, it's just gonna be straight up all of freshmen or sophomores or whoever that's in C team practicing for the rope bridge and future events. And logistic behind it, we're still trying to figure out what to do, and give us some times and we'll figure it out, hopefully. What am I doing? Okay. Is this second or third one? Third one? Yeah, that's the third one. Okay. 45 pounds. 45 pounds. Okay. Death grip. Overhand. Nice tight. Yeah, all right. Can I do better at that? Definitely. Where's my pen? Lost it. 2 more. What the? What? Oh. Is it? Is it? Oh. Okay, let's try that. Pulling straight down, back. See how that goes. Because I'm doing like very wide for my pull-ups, it's really hard for me to do the bar bending and then doing this because like I'm all the way out here. It's hard for me to do that. But what I can do is just try to make sure my elbows is going vertically down and then back. See how that feel. It's getting hot. Really hot. Opening the door. Oh. Alright, 2 more. Alright. Yeah, I thought this is gonna be easier than I thought, but it's actually getting a little slower on the pull, so I'm gonna see how I go. I know I can finish it, it's just that it might not be the best quality. Like, perhaps the last one I need to crank straight up, so I'm gonna see. Yeah, senioritis is hitting really hard, so gonna try my best to get some people, to participate. If not, then it is what it is. Gotta respect their work schedule and their energy level. 2 more minutes. What is it? So I had a t-shirt, right? And this one, pretty innocent. I'd pull a string out of it. I keep pulling the string, and then I ended up doing something like this. So there was a string like in the middle of like right here, and I keep pulling it, and then it just ripped. So I decided to just rip the entire thing and say bye-bye to my t-shirt. So that was actually pretty funny. Yeah, well, no. I was just bored. What do you mean? Can we have it? Send it to New York? Wait a minute. How did you get here? Welcome. And yeah, thank you for coming. Where did you get the information that I'm here? That I'm streaming today? What the? Alright, 4th set. Before I do that, let's get some chocolate. Oh where's my chalk? Oh, found it. Shake, open, squish, drop. Especially on top position. And then my fingers rub. Oh. Ah. Okay. It blows in my face. The chalk. Alright. Fourth set. Overhand. Elbows down, back. Yeah, okay. Okay. One more. That was weird. Yeah. I wish this bar is a little taller, or perhaps maybe I'm shorter, because like when I'm the dead hang position, like I'm gonna touch the floor, which is really annoying. But yeah, I think I can finish the last set on schedule. Oops. Go back. No. No. Okay. What is... Let's see. Open this up. Oh hey, I found it. Nah. This is all the strings that I pulled out. So that goes to the trash can. Do 2 minutes. All right. Yeah, I've never done this type of cycle. Let's do it back on. I think it's too late for that. The strength cycle, I haven't, I was trying like something else, like 2-set method, and now like I don't see that much progress. Maybe I'm impatient, but I'm switching to a method called step low, and basically like perhaps two 2-set method, they gave me the hypertrophy, and now I'm switching to a strength cycle, which I'm using the step low method. Basically like I'm just adding more volume over time every single workout, and then once I can do 5x5, I go back to do the 3x3, but add 10 extra kg, which is like 22 pounds, which is insane when you really think about it. If you can achieve 10 pounds in 9 weeks, that sounds like crazy. Perhaps for a beginner you can do that, but I'm gonna see if I can actually see a great increase in that. And right now I'm just doing like, what am I doing? 90 pounds for my dips and 45 pounds for my pull-ups, and gonna keep adding more reps and sets until I do 5x5. After I hit 5x5, I'm gonna change, add at 20 pounds. So my dip's gonna be 110 for 3 times 3, and then I'm just gonna do that for my peaking, and then basically like increase another 10 pounds, 20 pounds actually. So hopefully by the end of 2 months, 3 months, I can lift off my body weight for my dips. And for my pull up, I'm aiming for 60, 70. I forgot the number, I'll double check on that. Alright, last set. Overhand grip, that tight. Okay. Yeah, I did not need that sound effect at the end. Oh, that was weird. You know what? If it works, it works. You know what? Alright, heavy set is done. All done. Now let's move on to pause reps. And I did not record the pause reps. Oh, because I didn't have time to do that. Okay, that's fine. Let's put down my 20 pounds. Gonna do my 25 pounds pause reps. Pause at the top, pause at the bottom, and gonna see how many I can do. Because from today to my next workout section is gonna be 3 days of rest, which is a lot. So you know, I can definitely get things done today and then take my time to recover, actively stretch, and hopefully I can recover before the next pull day. No, I think she left. So. Yeah, who's the other person? Dun, dun, dun. Gonna rest for 3 minutes. Do a pause rep. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, hey, that works out. Right. Oh, yeah, that works out. I really wish I can see the chat, but I can't. No. What did you mean, your mom? Oh, I can scroll. Oh, that's what it is. I figured out how to check the chat. This is evolution, Neri. I learned how to check the chat. Ho ho. Yeah, the more I know. That's amazing. It's so hot today. I do not have AC. I don't have the fan. I don't know where I put the fan. I think it's all the way at the corner, and there are like a lot of stuff to move. So that's sad. Or I can just go to the basement to get the AC. Why not? That's a little too hard. Yeah. You know what? Let's do the workout. 20 pounds, 25 pounds actually. Okay. Alright. Focus on the form. Doesn't matter how many I pull. Just focus on the form. Yeah, no, what? No, I can't engage my core because then I would be in a dead hang, and dead hang means I'm gonna touch the floor with my feet, which is not a it's not a progression that's going up, it's going down because I can't touch the floor. That's sad. Good pause at the top though, you know. Damn, could have done 2 more. Going back at it. Going back at it. Ah, that's weird. Oh, I feel the power. Usually when I do that, I could not generate any more acceleration. I just stuck at, there's like a stick point where I just like stuck mid-range. But that one was alright. I think it's because I'm actually using the right muscle in the mid-range that allows me to actually pull a little higher. Because actually, let me try to find it. Because like it's not the same muscle that's doing the most amount of work at the entire range of motion. Like at a certain point, especially like mid-range, like let's just say there's a start point, mid-range, and end range. From the beginning to the midpoint, once you pass that middle point, you're probably gonna switch off, and some different group of muscle is gonna get involved, and that's gonna help you push through the rest of the range of motion. And let me try to find what that's called, because I had it somewhere, because I took notes. Stretch reflex. Let me try to find it. It's so hard opening the window again. Not the window, that's the door. Let me get some. Let me get some air. And look at the camera. No, not here, not there. I saw her now. Alright. Muscle recruitment, distribution across all pull-up variants. Variants means, you know, the normal pull-up, wide pull-up, and chin-ups. Traps. Oh, I can't pronounce those words. Infraspinatus. And your bicep. I know that. Brachialis, that's your bicep. Anyways, your traps. Oh, let me search it up. Hey, the more we learn, right? Okay, so that's your rotator cuff nerve. How to pronounce. Learning English today. Okay.
Infraspinatus.
What?
Infraspinatus.
Infraspinatus. Let me just do another set. That's what am I saying? Oh no! Don't do that. Don't bend your knees. Okay. Alright, going back to learning English. infraspinatus,
Infraspinatus.
spinatus, spinatus, infraspinatus,
Infraspinatus.
infraspinatus. What? Infraspinatus.
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 Infraspinatus. Infraspinatus.
Infraspinatus.
Infraspinatus.
Infraspinatus. That's why I can't be a doctor. Anyways, going back. Maybe other PhD. Just not anatomy. Kinda do want it. Bro! Hey, Stefan. Bro! Alright. Infraspinatus. 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 Alright. Infraspinatus. So, where is your infraspinatus? They are located. Okay, let me just zoom in. Infraspinatus. They are right here. It's kind of like where your shoulder blades are. It's like connecting your shoulder blades to your shoulder. And if you see right here, it's actually like this small area which doesn't cover the entire thing. But basically what you need to remember is that this thing, if you make it really big, that's gonna make it like a really beautiful detail. What I'm trying to say is infraspinatus alongside with traps and your bicep are relatively more stressed at the beginning of the pull-up action, while your lats, your teres major, what is that? Teres majors. Well, give me that. Teres major. Teres majors. Of course, that's your try. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's like here. If you can see right here, here's your lats. The blue part. You really need to zoom in right here. Like right here, that's where your how do you say it? Teres major is, and that is where that's the muscle that's being used in the mid range, alongside with your bicep and your lats. Alright. Great to know. Now what is this? Isn't that this? Oh, that's still the rotator cuff. Oh, that's why it's so important. Hello. Thank you for showing up to my live stream. Today, we're doing pull-ups. Alright, 3 minutes. This is my last pause rep. Okay. Oh god. Okay. I feel like my scapular is not completely in the position yet. And it has to do with my momentum when I'm going up. Stretch reflex, they said. Or I'm not supposed to do this, but because today's workout feels relatively lighter than usual, just gonna do 2 or 3. Hopefully it doesn't hurt. No, that was too much. That was just that was just flapping fish. How did it do it then? Stretch reflex. Go over here and then here. Then you do this and then go right back up. You do this, you go right back up. How do you do that? I might need extra. I might need to use a different setup then. Maybe somewhere else. I have to try that. Anyways, going back. What? Alright, rows. Where is my rings? Aha, I found it. Ta-da, found it. Alright. Yeah, the worst thing is getting a rope burn from one of this rope. When you pull really fast, it gives you a rope burn, and it might leave a black mark on your skin. Oh, that's why I need to tell people. Right. So the worst thing you can do the worst equipment you can bring to rope bridge is like wearing the shorts to doing the rope bridge, and you're actually like pulling yourself. Because maybe you're being careful when you're doing the pulling and everything goes well, but guess what? The moment you reach for the tall man, no, not tall man. The moment when you reach for the far anchor, guess what? They're gonna pull, and perhaps you're thinking that you're safe. Oh hey, guess what? I'm safe, and then you're naturally put your inner thigh. That's not inner thigh. That's your hamstring. The moment when you put your hamstring on that rope and someone is still pulling you, guess what happened? Rope burn, and oh hey, mine's gone. No, mine's not gone. It's still there. Is it? I don't remember. Anyways. Keep going. I smell food from downstairs. From a different family. 3.5. Alright, right here. This temperature is not it. Hydration. Alright. With the rose. Goodbye. Right here. Of course they changed the ratio. Let me check. Top chat. Thanks, man. Thanks for the sub. And let me just figure out how I can choose this. Aha. Alright, you know what? Be right back. Right here. A little bit. Turn this right down a little bit. Like that. Like this. Maybe. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Hopefully. Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay. There we go. Alright, senioritis. I mean, the worst part about senioritis is not like it's not like finishing the high school. It's that series of behavior that you're going to bring to the college level. You know, that will be the stuff that I'm being careful of. Because once you're off to college, people aren't gonna be on you every day anymore. You gotta be accountable for yourself. Alright, let's make sure my legs can actually reach for the thing. And no, I can't. Yes, I can, but I'd rather have it just a little closer for safety reason. And alright, this is gonna look weird. I'm going to rotate. Now, turn to this. I forgot something. Going back. That's why it's great to have a better carabiner Now I'm going to pull it super close. Put a carabiner. Oh, I can't really see it, but my bad. Basically, I'm just using straight carabiner and putting it on my belt. So when I stand up, this is so weird. Everything is underneath my pants. Yeah, my pant. Anyways, what I need to do is put it somewhere, and then I rotate my body, and then that way my let's say my stomach then that way my stomach doesn't hurt from the weight, but it's not stomach, so it's up to you to figure it out what I'm talking about. All right, you know what? Okay, that's I gotta sit down. All right, here we go. This is not a good idea. This is horrible. Horrible idea. It gets the job done. All right, overhand. Pulling this on my stomach near where my ab is, making sure it's really stable. Oh god, why is this moving? I should not have done that one, but let's see. Because last time I did, what was it? 45 pounds for 8 reps in average, and now this one was 7. I was debating whether I should, stop at 6, and I guess my ego won and I did 7. So whenever I'm doing accessory work, I really need to think about how is this really gonna help with my main exercise that I'm trying to improve on. The reason why I'm doing accessory work is so it can help with my actual lift, and my actual lift is my pull-up. And how can it really help with my pull-up? One of the main thing is scapular. It's that explosiveness and just trying to get my scapular in the right position as fast as possible. And either way, let's try 6, but 6 good ones. I need to reach for the water, and I did reach it. Bravo. Should I still drink that Gatorade? Alright, this is my 4th time talking about the Gatorade story. For the people that just came here, this has been sitting on the shelf for 2 years back in my day. Anyways, this is the Best Buy date was November 30th, and it has been 6 months already. Right now it's 2025, so it has been 6 months, and I'm still drinking it because Gatorade is really just water, salt, electrolytes, and a little bit of sugar. So should be safe. And yeah, okay. Alright. 2 more sets, and I'm done. I don't want to stand up because I still have my weight. If I take off this weight belt, and putting back on is such a hassle, so I'm just sitting down, waiting for the time to come, which is 30 seconds. Yeah, can you see the chair? Hi, this is a chair, and it spins. And what is bad about spinning when you're doing your weighted rows, you also have to worry about balancing it and making sure it doesn't move. That's a hassle. So, all right. What about it? Like should be about 4 or 5 more weeks. No, 4 or 5 more training days. That's about like 2, 3 more weeks. After that, I think I'm gonna move it to somewhere else to train, because 45 pounds is all I have, and might just go to the gym, for that extra weights. Now I'm thinking about it. Even though like I'm out of high school this year, can I still get that Planet Fitness for free? Because maybe. I can check. Always can check. Okay. Changing. Yes. Alright, going back up. Alright. Yeah, I'm really just training for my explosiveness rather than, like controlling on the way down, on the way up. There are times when you really need to focus on controlling the negative, controlling your tempo, doing the form correct. But guess what? There are also times when you really have to focus just on the reps, just on how much you can lift, how fast you can go. Obviously, with a good form and good range of motion. What I'm saying is that the technique that you're using to train, it depends on your training goal, and depends on the plan you have right now. If you're training for strength, then don't worry too much about the negative. Obviously, you need to control it, like I said, but you don't need to do the negative and do all that, because the goal for you is just trying to lift as heavy as possible. But when it comes when and even when it comes to hypertrophy, what am I saying? Yeah, hypertrophy. From my understanding right now, from the research that I have done, and hypertrophy, that entire block, it can be split into two different parts. One is just training all the way to failure, have a really great time under tension, focus on that, control the negative parts. And there's also the volume part where you're just focusing on training for endurance, training for, just trying to get as much reps in as possible. And those two are two different things. And if you're controlling the negative, then obviously your volume block is not going to be as much as you want it to, because guess what? Because you're spending so much time on doing it like under tension, having that negative, your muscle fiber is already broke before you can do another rep. And that means your total volume is going to be different, because what is volume? Volume in training, it defines as your load times your set times your reps. There's nothing about times under tension or negative. It's just about the amount of weight you lift. So in conclusion, it depends on what you train. And that's why I'm switching my workout plan to a strength cycle right now, is because obviously I feel like I could still progress in the old-fashioned method that I've been using for 2 years. But since I have already accumulated those, condition, everything I want, and now I'm to the point where the progress was very slow for that two-set method, probably because my body already adapted to it. And I've been doing, I can lift the same amount of weight compared to last year, since I took a gap summer, since I was doing my pilot training. Either way, let's do some workout. Is that my second one or third one? I do not remember. That's my third one, yes. Okay, after that, I'm done. Alright, that's good. Alright. Forgot about the belly. And then it's the grip. Alright. Alright, that's good. So, like, I'm not saying that the two-step method or anything like that is not effective. I'm just saying the fact that since I already developed that great basic, maybe I can switch to a different method. I don't know if it is 100% the best for me, but I'm gonna try it out because you can't really guarantee tell if it is a good method for you or not. I mean, obviously, the method I'm using right now, I done a little bit of research and it's mainly used in powerlifting style. And when I'm thinking about calisthenics, it's at the start when you're trying to attain a skill, it's really just like powerlifting as well because you're just trying to do that 1 rep max, whether it is your handstand push up or it is the first front lever rows or whether it is that planche hold, even like isometric holds like planche, the first few seconds when you do it and the first few seconds that you learn, it's not endurance, it is pure power, it's pure strength. And that's why like my training principle switched to powerlifting style. That's why I'm doing the step load method right now. And I'm just trying to see if I can learn something from this type of training. Because I kind of have been sick of doing the 2x2 because I've been doing it for like a year, 2 year. Ow! The method that I was doing before was that I'm training to failure every single workout, and especially this year, maybe because I grew older or because I train harder than usual, like training harder than last year, but I could not recover fast enough, and that was frustrating, those few times, and that's why like I switched to a different method, because of what was it? You have 12 reps, you have 15 reps, you have 10 reps, and you have 12 reps. Those rep ranges, obviously they work, and it just it doesn't align with the knowledge that I recently obtained, which is more scientific, and it's not like a influencer's workout anymore. It's more of a proven method that having here for quite a while. And a lot of them I've been what am I saying? Lost in thoughts. Here's a tour on my toys. Let me just rotate here. Oh, not this. Here, maybe. Yeah, huh. So I have a corner specifically just for my random stuff. Yeah, sure, that works. So, this is a t-shirt. Hats. All these are resistance bands that, yeah, I have memory with those a lot. Like those are the tools I used to develop my first pull-up, and now I can do 45 pounds, which is bring back that memory. And those two, where did you guys come from again? I think they're from the pole bar that I brought, the Ali Peaks. Those are just bonus stuff that you get, which is pretty nice. Whatever this tail is, I think it's with the Nordic curl stuff. So to the question whether or not I do leg day, I joke a lot about it, and well, I do leg day. Yes, I do leg day. This is the home workout method of how to train the hamstring. Basically, this is a Nordic curl. I'm pretty sure I posted a video about that like 2 years ago, a year ago. Oh my god, has it been 2 years? Anyways, yeah. This few months I've been, conditioning my knees, and they feel better than usual. Now, whenever I squat down, squat back up, it doesn't hurt anymore, and it doesn't crack as much as before. But obviously, I still gotta work on it just a little bit, but it has been getting better. I'm trying to figure out how I can do a wrist roll type of thing. Should I do it on this one where it's easier to grip, or should I do it on this one where it is harder to grip? And is there a difference? Obviously there is, because the what is this dimension called? Grit? Yeah, if the grit of the cylinder is, what's the word? If the grit of the cylinder is pretty wide, then it is definitely more difficult for you to hold it. And when I'm trying to apply weight going down and I'm trying to roll this back up, and obviously there is gonna be a effect to it. And I'm just trying to think if using a thicker cylinder is gonna be better, because this is from the tripod and it feels pretty good. Maybe I can do a progression. Maybe I should start with this first and switch back up. But anyways, can you even see it? Oh hey, yes you can see it. Okay, that's great. Alright. So let's pick my brain a little bit. What I'm trying to do is, I don't have a string, which is sad. I mean, I could use one of these, but I could use one of these, right? Oh yeah, I can, but it's hard to do it. Or I can do it on one of this. Probably this one then, because I actually brought like 2 sets of the resistance band, and I have another purple one, so I'm probably just gonna use this one. Oh, this is so dirty. I'm gonna wash it. So what I'm trying to do, alright, is that I'm trying to. Okay, this is. Yes. Can you see the mat? So yes, you can. That's good. Give me 1 second. Quite a lot of stuff. Let me think about it. Maybe I need to watch the video on this again. This is what people call a wrist roller. And you're training for this movement, and when you undo it, you're training for this movement. And those 2 movements, let me search for the actual term on my computer. And I know it is in my notes somewhere. Aha. So your wrist, they have 3 different. They have 3 different, I guess, axes, you can call them. There is up, down. Yeah, I know that one. Oh, okay. So this is flexion, wrist flexion, extension, and now when we rotate it 90 degrees, this is radial. I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't want to pronounce it wrong. Starting with the U. Anyways, this 2 movement is like a sword going down, going up. There's this type of plane, and there's the like arm wrestling. There's the pronating and supination. Yeah, I gotta figure out what those are. But basically, this trains the wrist roller to train your pronation and supination. Yep, I gotta do more research. It humbles me. So yeah, this is what I'm going to train for my forearm and for my grip. And obviously, there are different things I need to do. And in perfect condition, like in perfect world, nobody needs to do any conditioning work unless you're quite weak in certain area. But that contradicts with the perfect world scenario. Perfect world scenario, you don't have any weaknesses in anything. But obviously, we live in a world where we do have a reality where perhaps your wrists they're not as strong as other people because your bones are really small, and perhaps you have overworked yourself quite a bit. Like for me, you can hear the clicking sound whenever I do a what is that one called? That is called extension, wrist extension. Whenever I do a wrist extension, sometimes it hurts, and whenever I do a wrist roll like this, it hurts. Why? Because during my freshman year, I like to do this movement because I thought it was cool until I hear the clicking sound. And guess what? I did not stop. And nobody told me it was bad. And I just kept going. And then it doesn't hurt. It just clicks, which obviously is a sign that like, hey, if you don't make me stronger, set wrist, I'm gonna make you suffer for the rest of your life. So that's why I'm trying to figure out a conditioning day, perhaps during my rest days, or perhaps during my after post workout stretch. Perhaps I can do those, and yeah, I'll probably do those. But either way, yeah, those are my toys. Let me just clean up because it is almost 8, and surprisingly, we still have school tomorrow. Yeah, we still have school tomorrow. Memorial Day is next Monday. 4th Monday of May. That's when Memorial Day is. Gym noodles. And this blue pad. That's where my dumbbell sits. Alright. Yep. Oh, nice. Thanks. Thanks, Joel. Hehe. Alright, switching back. Jump scare. What am I doing today? Alright, you know what? Switch back right here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't even see the chat. Grip strengthener. Do 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 do. What in the? Oh. Okay. Aha. That's why I love the internet. Hi. No. Don't be sorry. Yeah, I'm just reading through it. The phone is quite small. Oh, thanks, Joel. Grip strengthener, are you talking about the one where you just close them? Yeah, I do have one. It's like the one that where you just like crush the thing, right? It's like a toy. Okay, what am I gonna say? What am I gonna say about my dogs? Yeah, the summer tan is gonna be really bad for my thing. Anyway. Anyways. Alright, 4. Ah. Oh yeah, I'll try this one. Alright, 4. Training purposes. Oh yeah? Alright, 4. Training purposes. Pump check. Maybe not for free, you know. Alright. Puppies. Pump check. Yeah, this thing is. Anyways. This lighting is better than the other one. Maybe I should be right here. I don't know. I'm facing away from the camera. How can I know? Yeah, right on the tan line, you can see it. It's not gonna get any better. It's gonna get worse for the tan line. But, yeah. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, guys. Wait a minute. If you can go shirtless, you can show the dogs. Oh, thanks. What are these? What are these comments? So in case you're curious about the setup I have for the lighting, I have a ring light, and I have, obviously, the school Chromebook. Yeah. So yeah, you gotta use what you have, especially when they're free. Not gonna be free soon, but all right. That's it for today. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you for staying until the end. And maybe I'll stream again. Maybe I'll stream again at like 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. But for right now, I need to eat. Shower, come back, do some study. End it with the dog. Wait. Hold on. Thank you, Joel. Thank you for coming. Alright. A little crazy in the chat. Yeah, maybe I would come back in an hour just to read. But for now, bye bye. Good night. Gonna eat soon. Eat right now. Bye bye. Thank you for watching.